We all know documentation is extremely important, but the big question is when it comes to spot treatments, how well do you do the documentation? That's what we'll be talking about today. We'll start off by documenting the fact that we found evidence of dry wood termites. And this is a mud seal in a detached garage here, as you can see. Once you've identified the insect and if there's damage or not to this area you're treating, it's very, very important that you do an accurate graph and describe all the areas you're going to treat and most importantly, the areas you're not going to treat. Particularly on a spot treatment because you're only treating one small area and it's important to have it very well documented so that if ever there's a situation with state regulators or a, God forbid, a lawsuit type situation, you have all the information documented there. So we're gonna go ahead and measure out exactly what area we're gonna treat in, and I'll show you this. So I've identified this area right here is where we're gonna be treating. And basically going from this length of the garage wall, starting out 8 foot away from the wall, and treating all the way through just behind this planks of wood there, that's 17 feet. So what we're gonna do is actually treat from 8 foot to 17 foot. So a 9 foot section right in here that we've identified. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and take a Sharpie and write my initials at the bottom of the stud at the 8 foot section and do the same thing at the 17 foot section. I'm gonna take a couple of pictures, one of each side, or excuse me, one at each end. This way I'm going to include that in part of my documentation where I actually treated. This is particularly important when it comes to a house that's maybe vacant or no one's here at the time of treatment. And what happens is maybe they don't, besides just the paperwork that you leave them, they're going to also have some physical evidence you're actually here along with the pictures you take and initials. And okay, I'm using Boar Care. If you've never used that product, it's really a great product. But it just goes on raw wood, so I'm going to kind of clean the area up a little bit so that way the application will go on as successful as possible. Okay, we're going to be using Boar Care, and the green bottle is simply just water and a measuring cup. The only reason I'm showing this video is not about Boar Care itself, it's more about documenting your spot treatment. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and take a picture of this and keep that as part of my history of the account and the treatment, because that way it does show the material measuring cup and the precision of the treatment. So you can see once we've applied the materials to the area we want to treat, the wood goes dark with the Boar Care solution basically being applied to the wood. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of this. This will be part of our documentation of application. And now again, we're taking several pictures here. We may not necessarily include it in the actual information given to the customer, but we'll keep it definitely in our file folders in case anything ever comes up about questioning the application or that the application was actually done. Okay, I've went ahead and finished the application here. And you can see how it's all dark, saturated with Boar Care. Again, if you have never used Boar Care, it's a great product. I'll be doing future videos on this product. But I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of this. I will include that as part of my documentation proving application. We've gone ahead and done a nice job proving application, showing the various steps and everything else. But another thing I want to show is this garage is fairly full. You can turn it by spin around, you can see here. So what we're going to be doing on the documentation paperwork is also saying that how the house is, or excuse me, the garage is full of stored items. Last little bit of documentation. The client's not here right now and they're gone for a week. So I'm going to go ahead and leave my paperwork on the workbench here. But I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of it that I left it here. I also marked on my paperwork, left copy at property. So you can see that we've documented 2 different ways. Highly recommend this.